Good morning, class. By a show of hands, have somebody ever like had a friend or so like you tell them something but they don't never listen? Well, that person is a bored person. So today I will be stating a quote. A bored is a person who talks when you want him to listen. By Amber Rose Beers. So, a boy is a person, you can tell them one thing, they listen, but they don't listen. So, a couple years ago, I had a friend that was just doing a lot of bad stuff. And I tried to tell him, like, to stop, you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to put your family in danger. And, like, he listened for a while, then next thing you know, back to the same routine, robberies, doing all kind of stuff. So then, next thing you know, his mom get a phone call saying so-and-so has been locked up. So family started crying, started getting disappointed, and just being mad at him. So, in conclusion, you can tell somebody to do something, then they just don't listen. Bro, like I had so much to talk about. You get too rough. Get too rough, bro. Good juice. I'm going to get Mr. Kirkham.
Everybody's gonna go a second time. Everybody gets a second shot.
He's a juice man. He'll do all the food. You want the juice? Hey, Daddy. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like once you get up there, bro, you.
Hey, that's how my homework do that. What would you say?
All right, well, the audience survey is always a little bit awkward, but it worked. I mean, let's face it, everybody has had somebody who hasn't listened to them. That's not hard to find. You identify what the quote is. That's okay. It seems like you have a point that you're trying to make. The example that you have where you're giving your friend advice, trying to keep them from going down a bad path, and that they end up ignoring that advice, and in the long run, they hurt themselves, they hurt their family as a consequence because they weren't willing to take your advice. I think that that's a perfectly reasonable illustration of the point that you're trying to make. You've got a little bit of detail on it. I'm sure that you could perhaps provide more and make it a more interesting story. It would be helpful, though, I think, to have something else to illustrate the point that you're talking about as well, rather than just the one example. It's a little bit brief. Presentation-wise, your voice is fine. It projects well. It goes reasonably smoothly while you're speaking. Your facial expression, sometimes it looks like you're smiling to deal with anxiety rather than because you're enjoying what you're doing. And that nervous smile is a giveaway. And you want to try and make it something that engages us instead of sends off a signal that's a warning sign for us. I didn't notice anything else that was problematic, except that, of course, the content doesn't get developed very well. But I do think that you finished the right way by trying to remind us of the point that you're trying to make. And as long as you have a point, even if it's a brief presentation, that's what we're looking for, is that you have an idea and you've expressed the idea and tried to give us some way of proving it. Do that, and you'll be in pretty good shape most of the time.